Hey everybody, what's going on? And welcome to Guns N' Roses Central. And we got some breaking news for you guys today. So Guns N' Roses Central was the first news outlet to break the story. So Guns N' Roses manager Fernando took some questions from the Guns N' Roses fans on the My GNR forum. So we kind of have to go back to yesterday to talk about why this happened today. So Fernando was on Twitter, and apparently he read something on one of the Guns N' Roses forums that he wasn't too happy about, and he expressed his displeasure on social media, and he started to get attacked by a lot of fans. So basically, here's what he had to say about what he read on the forums. So he said, did some light reading on some forums today. Funny how some of you are so clueless, yet speak from a standpoint of assumption and spread that trash you call your opinion as a fact in your little community. Now, a lot of people attacked him because they felt that the reason that Guns N' Roses fans speculate or voice their opinion or make guesses is because the Guns N' Roses management team doesn't really share a lot of information with the fans. Now, whatever you guys think, I'm sort of leaning towards agreeing with the fans. I think they have a very good point. We don't really hear a lot of communication from the management team to the community, but it was really great of Fernando to engage some of the members and answer some of their questions, including Kevin. So I want to thank Kevin, who told me about this as it was breaking. I was, following it as closely as I could while it was happening. And it seems like for the time being, Fernando's answered all the questions he's going to answer today. Who knows if he's going to come back and answer more questions, but let's talk about what he actually talked about. So Kevin asked a question, and Fernando did answer Kevin's question, but we'll get to that in a bit. So this is in no particular order. So he did address the tweet he put out yesterday expressing his displeasure of the Guns N' Roses forums. He said, I don't have to raise any concerns with Live Nation or any colleagues because we have an understanding of being productive and constructive. Do you fail to see the truth behind what I said? How I speak for Axel or the rest of the guys is obviously different than me typing on a social media outlet. I do apologize for the number of fans within all the communities that failed to understand my tweet and automatically assume being personally attacked. He was asked by Kevin whether Guns N' Roses would release the Troubadour show that they played on April 1st, 2016. He said it probably won't see the light of day because it was meant to be just about the experience and the music, hence why they had a cell phone ban at the show. He also made it clear that as the manager of Guns N' Roses, he doesn't really have the final say regarding creative decisions. That's really up to the band members themselves, and more importantly, the partnership of Axl, Slash, and Duff. He also said that Guns N' Roses plan to tour for the years to come. He also said there will be more tour dates announced this year, but they won't be for Europe. So my guess, if I was a betting man, would be that they're going to announce more Asia dates. At the very least, they will probably announce Australia, Japan, and New Zealand as well. It makes sense to do that while they're in the neighborhood. He also said that Guns N' Roses will be limiting the number of lithographs that fans can purchase at the merchandise booths because there was an issue last year when Guns N' Roses were on tour in North America where scalpers would basically buy up all the lithographs and try to sell them on eBay for marked up prices. So he said that he didn't become aware of the problem until the Madison Square Garden shows late last year. Regarding new music, he kind of was a little wishy-washy, but he kind of gave an indication of what we can expect. He said that the band is basically very supportive of each other because some fan asked him if Axl just wants Slash to be, stashing his good riffs for a new Guns N' Roses record instead of going and working with Miles. And he basically said that the band is very supportive of each other and that something may be new coming in the future. Later on, he said, yes, I'm sure there will be new music on the horizon. So that's all he really talked about, new music. A fan also asked him the possibility of a Use Your Illusion box set coming out with the Appetite for Destruction remaster coming out in June. He said the band hasn't discussed anything about the Use Your Illusion box set or whether it'll even come out. He did say the guys feel really happy about how the box was put together and everything that is included within it. He said it'll open opportunities for guys to release more stuff in the future. He said, I don't know about that, but there's always a possibility we could release more stuff in the future. Regarding Izzy Stradlin, he said, I'm not going to comment on my friend Izzy. I love and adore him, so I will just ignore the questions pertaining to him, okay? And Fernando also talked about the upcoming clothing lines that Guns N' Roses are going to have on their Europe tour. He said, our new tour line is pretty effing sick. Sorry, I get super psyched about clothing lines. Fun fact, did you know that I overlook the entire design team and the direction on anything and everything we do? He also said that he still is not a fan of Mark Cantor. So one fan said that Mark is a good guy, to which Fernando said, we can agree to disagree. Fernando was also asked about his thoughts about when Axel asked him to get Slash's number back in 2015 and start the process of mending fences between both parties. He said, "Back then I thought it was a test, and at the same time as if a heavy weight was lifted off my shoulders." Fernando also posted on Instagram not too long ago these toy-sized Guns N' Roses trucks, and a fan asked him whether those would be available to the public in the near future, which he said yes, they will be available in the near future. He also confirmed the same thing that Megan confirmed, which is Slash's girlfriend, that Shadow of Your Love was not re-recorded. He said it was the original tapes. Now, Steven Adler did the interview this week where he said that he thought it might be re-recorded just because of Slash's guitar work and how he didn't really think that he played drums on the track. So that's basically everything he answered in a nutshell. If you guys want to go to the actual thread, I've linked to it down below in the description box. So as we get news that breaks, guys, you can always go to gnrcentral.com. I posted this article about 3-4 hours ago, so as it was happening, we kept updating it. And I want to thank Kevin for letting me know about this going on. So as we get more information, if Fernando answers more questions, you guys know where to tune into. And hope you guys have a great long weekend. Make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already. And be sure to go follow us on social media and go support us on Patreon as well. So thanks, everybody. We'll be having a podcast this Sunday, and we'll be having a new video going up tomorrow as well. So take care.